From Keene in the Shire, the Liberty Media capital of the world, this is Daryl W. Perry, host of FPP Radio News for Thursday, August 30th, 2018. Silver is trading at $14.68 per ounce. Gold is valued at $1,206 per ounce. Zen is trading at $18, and the average price of Bitcoin is $6,881. Antiwar.com reports one day after Pentagon officials said they expected to soon resume major war games in South Korea, they have been overruled by President Trump. Trump issued a statement on Wednesday saying he sees no reason to resume war games now. Trump announced the halt to war games after his summit with Kim Jong-un. He said the exercises were provocative to North Korea and that the U.S. would save a fortune by not engaging in them. Since most war games in South Korea simulate an invasion of North Korea, they do indeed tend to raise tensions significantly. The Pentagon's talk of resuming war games comes after President Trump canceled Secretary of State Mike Pompeo's planned visit to North Korea. This was raising a lot of concern that U.S. talks with North Korea were about to collapse. This was followed up with reports that North Koreans had sent a belligerent letter to Trump. Officials have since clarified that the letter sought a peace deal with the U.S., which U.S. officials say they aren't willing to offer. Trump downplayed all of this talk, however, saying he thinks his relationship with Kim is doing well. He went on to accuse China of putting tremendous pressure on North Korea to not make any progress. Trump added that he can restart the war games anytime he wants, and if he does, they will be far bigger than ever before. Born into a devastating world and raised among the crowd, the Cloudwalker assumes a new identity and begins the unrelenting quest for truth. In this epic journey, he discovers dark secrets about aspects of his previous life that he once trusted. Through the journal of the Cloudwalker, he shares both the traumatic hardships and the eternal beauties of his experiences. Fueled in the beginning by his unsettling thoughts and emotions, he learns how to find peace with everything he has woken up to. Dear Society by the Cloudwalker is available from Amazon.com and all major bookstores. UPI reports Detroit school officials shut off drinking water at all of the district schools after testing revealed that some had elevated levels of lead and copper in their water, according to an announcement from the superintendent. Detroit Public Schools Community District Superintendent Nikolai Vitti said there were water quality issues at 34 of the district's more than 100 schools, including 18 with pre-existing problems where water filters had been installed. The school district undertook testing during the spring and found 16 locations had higher than acceptable levels of copper and or lead in one or more water source. Vitti said he immediately turned off all drinking water at those schools and provided them with bottled water until water coolers could be installed. Vitti said in a statement emailed to UPI, although we have no evidence that there are elevated levels of copper or lead in our other schools, over 50, where we are awaiting test results, out of an abundance of caution and concern for the safety of our students and employees, I am turning off all drinking water in all our schools until a deeper and broader analysis can be conducted to determine the long-term solution for our schools. Students were scheduled to return to school after the summer break next week. Detroit is about 70 miles southeast of Flint, Michigan, which has been plagued with tainted water since April 2014 when city officials decided to draw water from the Flint River, switching from its previous source of Lake Huron. In addition to causing lead poisoning in children, the improperly treated water supply led to a deadly outbreak of Legionnaire's disease. Are you tired of governments murdering people around the world? Stop using their money. There is an alternative. Bitcoin is a stateless, free market, non-political currency. Bitcoin cannot be inflated or controlled by any government. By using their money, you are helping the state. Stop doing it. You have an incredible alternative available now. Learn it, use it, spread it. Get started with Bitcoin at weusecoins.com. Reuters reports a former University of Southern California gynecologist accused of sexually assaulting hundreds of students has agreed to suspension of his medical license. Dr. George Tyndall reached an agreement this week with the Medical Board of California, temporarily prohibiting him from practicing medicine until it makes a final decision on the status of his license, according to a board spokeswoman, Susan Walbarst. Attorneys for Tyndall did not respond to requests for comment, and USC has not responded to a request for comment on the suspension of Tyndall's license. Tyndall resigned from USC last year after an internal inquiry found that some of his examination practices went beyond accepted medical standards and that he had harassed his patients. Thus far, he has not been charged with any crime. The university had suspended Tyndall in 2016 after a complaint from a health worker accusing him of making sexually inappropriate comments to patients. This has been FPP Radio News, online at FPPRadio.com.